Hey guys, Friday, June 28, 2024. Let's check out Nvidia, see what's happening under the hood. As you can see, this is my market profile, and I'm using a time frame of 6 months and have my APFs. And you can see that this angle so far is becoming support as of now, but volume is dwindling. There's not that much excitement, but price is not going to go straight up in a line, but sometimes there are corrections. And I'm forecasting downward spiral, maybe to a target of 101, even 97. At least point of control is 89, but somewhere around here, you got this trend line too. I see that there could be some support. If it's going to topple over, it could probably be next week because I can't see it happening today. But next week, sometimes next week, it'll start toppling down. If it doesn't, it may want to try to retest that high, but this high is very important. It's a Gann technique I've been using, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but so far it nailed it. And if I were to place all my eggs in one basket, I say this is an important one. So let's see how that forecast plays out. I'm forecasting downside, and then it's not going to crash. I'm not saying it's going to crash. I'm going to say there's going to be a little retracement, and maybe try to regain. But this date and this price is very important. If you're trading Nvidia, if you could take that high out, it's going to go much higher, and I think it is going to go much higher. I just think for right now, since this parabolic move we've had, I'm mixing between maybe a kind of sideways action, not down, but sideways action. And it's gonna take maybe a week, not a week, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month maybe to retest that. But that all depends. We'll see. We'll take it baby steps. Let's look at the our indicators here. Very overextended, very overstretched. Doesn't mean that it won't. Doesn't mean that it can continue going higher, but this is where you probably don't want to be too greedy and lock in some profit. So far, MACD is positive. On the weekly, yeah, we're kind of in the middle of the linear regression channel pointing up above the 20. Tom D Mark knife candle, TD9 just kicked in. MACD is about to get negative. It all depends on the close. And on the US session, this is our pivot 140 all the way to 118, and we're battling out the 20, and the MACD is still negative. Looking at our port of control, TD9, same thing. Mobiles as positive. Check this out. So you can see that this is my yearly. I mean, it's a weekly chart, but this is my yearly pivot. And this is the pink, the purple one. This is like super overextended, and you can see that Nvidia just kept chugging along like if it wasn't even there. So it just tells you that sometimes when a market wants to continue grinding higher, it can continue going higher nonstop. You got a little doji on the on the weekly, kind of undecided. MACD is coming in. Stokes are kind of loosening up here on the top. So that's the weekly chart. On the daily, you're trying to stay above the 50 moving average, but you got a PPS sell signal, and the mobiles are negative. So any kind of pop, when the mobiles are negative, it's a dead cat bounce. According to, the way I use this indicator. Stokes are kind of dwindling down too. So I think for next week, you need to at least get above 126.29. So at least have a high probability to test that high. But if you stay below 126, is it 126 and 38 cents? It's more likely that you're probably going to test this. What is this monthly high of 115 and 78? On the 4-hour, we could get to see a little better. Looks like this is, if I was to go short, it would be right here. Because everything is lining up. You bounce positive, came back, so you got a PPS sell signal. You got two, one from the high. Now and the mobile was just hugging zero line, and it all depends on the close. If it was me, I'll probably wait for the close, and I don't know, Monday or Tuesday, whatever, see what price action is. But it's teeter-totting, almost about to turn over. And lastly, the hourly chart. So we got this nice pop, went as high as what, 127, and big sellers are now coming in. So what are my thoughts? Where is it? 140? Let's look at the square 9 and see what's cooking there. 140 was the high. Where's 140? Ooh, right here. Yep, right next to the 90 degree. Just went one buy over. And what's the low that we have done? It's 118. So from 140 all the way to 118. Wow, my eyes are getting dizzy here. 118. Where are you, 118? There you go, right here. So 140 to 118, went as high as 127, the zero line. And that's where we stalled. That was we stalled today, 127. But retracement wise from this move, as high as we went was 129. So just a little bit over here. 129, we stalled today at 127, and our low was 128. I could probably see it going down. If 116 doesn't go, you could probably say 116, 115, and maybe bounce there again. But if this doesn't hold, chances are 111 to 106, even to 101. But somewhere around this ballpark, we're going to be chopping around for next week. What was this low right here? Yeah, that hit the purple on the weekly. It was very, very overextended. Yeah, 115. So yeah, so I could see next week we're going down here to test this and see if this holds. If this doesn't hold, if it bounces, we'll probably try to retest this, and if it could continue going higher, get the high. But if it bounces and fails, or fails to retrace and tries it again and push down, watch out. Maybe it's going to be an ABC correction. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on NVIDIA.